And what's going to happen in about the next 10, 20 years is that there's going to be an increasing urbanisation rate. They're predicting up to 60 to 70% of Chinese consumers will be urban. The Chinese middle class is growing rapidly and demanding the accoutrement, the attributes of the middle class. And this involves things like cars, smartphones and so forth. The international car manufacturers are all selling more product now in China than they are before. I think GM rates China as the #1 market for now and the future. So this is probably the most important area. But we're also seeing other areas, so really more discretionary spending areas like health food. Medical devices also. A lot more foreigners are importing medical devices and medical services into China, and this is an area where a lot of spending is happening. Travel, the rise of the Chinese tourist is probably one of the biggest things that the West will see. And also education, I think, is the other area. I mean, the Chinese are increasingly interested in having a better education for their children. So this is where the money will be spent.
You see, like Shanghai, the blue line at the top there.
I think the key lessons for tapping into the Chinese consumer market for foreign investors or who are wanting to start a business here or expand their businesses is finding the right structure to come into China. Basically, you have to decide whether you want to come in on your own as a subsidiary or a joint venture, go into partnership with a Chinese company. Finding the right people, whether it be a partner or whether it be a trusted employee, is probably the most important thing. This is becoming increasingly difficult in China because there's a bit of a talent crunch at the moment. It seems crazy that in a country of 1.3 billion people that you can't find good staff, but that's what's happening at the moment. So finding the right people. The other big issue is finding the right region. China is not one country. It's a series of different smaller countries, best seen as being like Europe or the United States. So you've got to rather than try and tackle China as a whole, pick a region, stick to that region and adopt a regional approach and strategy.